Hello. Let's see if this is working. Waiting for people to show up before I get started here, but we're going to be playing Paradise Killer. This is a fairly brand new game. I've already played through it, but it's a brilliant sort of mystery story. It's told mostly in the style of a visual novel with a lot of first-person exploration to go with it. We're going to be exploring this lovely island that's completely empty, and we'll find out why. Oh, Adam, you're not late at all. Adam, hi, G. Swanson. Hi, Pyropus. Good to see everyone. I'm sending out invites and just waiting to see who shows up. I'm going to post to the valley here. Hi, Pyropus. Good to see you. We're about to get started. Okay, I think that's good. Hi, Glorious Royal. Yeah, I'm back. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're going to start a new investigation. G. Swanson, Edom, and Pyropus are over on YouTube. I've sent out invites best I can. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to start a new investigation.
Paradise Killer.
Everyone let me know if you can hear me okay. Just Syndicate created the first Paradise Island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by a leader, Montserrat, the Syndicate attempt to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail. The islands die, and a new Paradise Island is born. The cycle repeats. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love dies, the Syndicate's lead investigator is deceived by the god Damned Harmony. She endangered Paradise. Her sentence was eternal exile. The island could not be saved, and demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of Paradise. The island died, and the citizen slaughter ritual took place. Another Paradise Island failed, and the cycle always repeats. Lady Love dies, watched from exile in the Idle Lands, as each island flourished and then died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect until Henry Division, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. The citizens were once again slaughtered, and the council began their meditation to end 24 and birth a perfect 25. Before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. I'm good, I guess. As good as can be expected, Adam. I got my ear suctioned again. The fungus is still growing in there. I'm taking some fairly steroids on the safe end so that the swelling goes down. The Way of Blood Bar, on the 25th Island Sequence, Ash Street Housing District. The crime to end all crimes. Yeah, hey, this blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. Yeah, this one definitely tastes of embers. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. Well, they needed to. You leaving, Adam? Oh, no, stick around. We're about to get started here. Lady Love dies, 24th Island Sequence. Born at the longest tower Britain in AD 1000 under the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon, the Syndicate's lead investigator. After the Damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Psycho unit was shut down, and Lady Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Lands as punishment. Adam, this is it's a combination sort of visual novel, first-person exploration game. It's a little bit of walking simulator mixed in with some mystery solving we gotta do.
Another day in exile.
Oh, we're making a pun. I didn't understand that. I'm sorry, Adam. Well, how's everybody doing? Glorious Royal, I see your channel's doing really well. Lately, I've been falling asleep before I get the chance to drop by, though. Hope you're doing well, G. Swanson. Pyropus? Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still here?
I have a bad feeling about this.
So these are, if we see a little heart there, that's just a relic. It's basically, it doesn't serve any purpose other than to add fluff to the story. Wistful photo obtained. The outside of the Paradise Psycho unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. So basically, she used to run the police. But her unit was disbanded. The police were outlawed. Basically, they put the military police in charge of everything. The equivalent thereof. But we're in an alternate dimension, basically, where the elites are immortals that worship these Lovecraftian great old ones, these gods. They maintain their idle existences by kidnapping people from Earth, basically, and forcing them into a state of semi-slave labor. And each time they set up a new island, they have a mass sacrifice. So we're basically investigating a murder on behalf of people who are not good people. Look, it's days since you were exiled. 3,004,769. I worked it out. That's about 8,000 years? Something like that? So she's been stuck in this little one or two room apartment here for 8,000 years. A portrait of me painted by Lydia before I was exiled. Alright, so this is one of the demons. He's a harmless demon, thankfully. He's just going to show up throughout to chat with us. Lady Love dies!
Who are you?
The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days! Can you taste it in the air? Don't make me repeat myself. This feels like it's going to be a bad day. Good, Love dies. You're getting a call. A call? Oh, you're in for a treat. You used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down here. They need the investigation freak. Time to get back in the saddle, get out of the idle lands, and get back to work. Exile's over. Why is a demon in the idle lands? The name's Chinook Jgath. You can call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. You got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, Love dies. Anyway, gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're gonna need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. That little runt said I need to find my laptop. He must be in Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight's up by the barrier that overlooks the island. Yes, the game has a lot of style. Dulled percolator obtained. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. I suppose that's true. Well-read book obtained. A well-read book about an ex-gangster that decided to become a master of grilled chicken skewers. Here's Starlight.
That's strange. Why?
Why is Starlight unlocked? 3 million days up here, and now she's calling out to me. An investigator's best friend, Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. Investigation assistant, Mega Ram.
Welcome to Starlight.
May the silent goat walk with you.
What the hell?
Well, a phone call from the judge is unexpected. Madness has overtaken the island. Well, that happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born. Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. The killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. And you need an investigation. Well, you're in luck. My diary is pretty empty for today. Lady Love dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Your exile is over. The prison doors are open.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Judge, the barrier's still up.
The door to truth.
Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. You want me to just fall on the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting
Time
for
to
you.
breathe life back into paradise.
The Silent Goat is their chief deity, the one who taught them how to set these islands up.
Nightmare computer.
A nightmare computer from the depths of space that uses a language born on a long-dead world. The Syndicate never upgrades. Starlight can emulate the EOS and break down the components used in the symbols, but I need to work out how they're used. Haven't seen these symbols before. Looks like a hieroglyphic-based language. I need to find a clue to know which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbols I need. I need to select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Hieroglyphics. Takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class.
Sure.
Looks like the language is divided into different groupings of symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the Syndicate can't decode these. They have keys coded to the specific machines they're allowed to access. The data on the Nightmare computer is tamper-proof, sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There'll be more on the island that I can unlock. George said they need to see me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead, and I need to find out the who, how, and the why. Time to fall into a pit of crime. A leap of faith into a sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime.
Paradise Killer.
Love the Babylonian look on these doors. The Paradise Gates. The passage to the next island sequence. The gates are in lockdown until I solve this case. Required software not found. Please visit Starlight's inventory and install any pending updates. Missing. Cosmos. So we can see the locations for all the characters we need to interrogate here. It's quite a cast. I'll say that right now. We are immortal, Pyropus. So, yeah. Again, she's lived for over 40,000 years. This is supposed to be the distant future. And an alternate dimension. Alright, so here's our friend Lydia. She used to be our assistant when we ran the police. And she's a former assassin. Used to do dirty work, like wet works for the Syndicate Council. Decided she liked driving better. So now she's employed as their ferrywoman. Gets people from dimension to dimension. Lydia, it's been too long.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Lydia Daybreak.
Lydia Daybreak, your oldest friend. Born in Wana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001 under the sign of Beautiful Spectre, the Syndicate's ferrywoman responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of Beautiful Spectre, she enlisted in the army during her teens. Lydia became known as a Titan Killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate
The
together.
investigator is here.
Thank you, Starlight.
Weird.
Hey, Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh? I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. What did I miss?
Evil stuff, LD.
Last
Last night was a killer.
The council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is a killer got into the building and took a knife to them.
How?
And how are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. You shouldn't have been in exile, LD. We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you to them. Are you the killer? Can we wrap this up quickly?
Right on, LD.
Straight into the investigating. No, I was part way through a drop-off at the Paradise Gates. You can check the logs. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from a hike. If you need a pickup call, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since the end of the island. You'll need to fire them up again. I already activated this phone for you in case you need to come back here.
Ferrywoman reporting for duty.
Time to ride, LD. Seatbelts on, LD. How was exile? Well, 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island. Back in the game. It's been so long since we rode together, Lydia. I miss the old days. I know! Us girls used to get shit done. It was fun back in the day. How have you been? Oh, good. Life has been relaxed. We got a cat. It's a Bengal. I call it Dagger. Hey, you're still painting, Lydia. Mm-hmm. Each island is more beautiful than the last. I like to capture them before they go. I like your perfume, by the way. Oh, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD. Blend is my own secret recipe. We're almost there. Go and speak to Judge if you want to hang. I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. Hey, you getting the fire
I
back?
was born to investigate.
You'll get him, LD. So weirdly, while all the environments are in 3D, you can see all the characters are represented as 2D figures. It's sort of a neat effect. This is where we can end the game at any time by coming here and starting the trial. But, you know, you get more interesting endings the more information you have. But you're allowed to call people here and just execute them if you want. Hi, Mint Mint. Wow, there's a lot to catch you up on here, but basically we're playing a game where we're investigating this a murder. But it's a murder in an alternate dimension full of immortals.
Hello, Judge.
Good to see justice again. Birthplace, forgotten. Birth sign, forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and the syndicate member volunteered. They believe so deeply in impartial justice that they scrub their ego and fuse themselves to the island, becoming the judge. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. A little bit, G. Swanson. Yeah, a little flavor of Danganronpa. I always have trouble saying that. Starlight is helping you navigate through the sea of truth already.
Judge,
Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Love Dice.
The investigator is here.
Tell me about the crime.
Paradise killer.
Our council are dead. Our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from
What
us.
the hell?
The whole council were murdered at once. They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect home, Perfect 25. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit.
What time?
Midnight, the holy hour, the hour of weird, the
Got
hour of...
it.
Judge, I get it. All the council were murdered last night at midnight.
Sure.
Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle. A mass murderer in custody. Henry Division, a citizen possessed by a demon. He's killed before, a decade before. He came back. We found the knife in his hand. The council's blood is in his stomach. Well, the oppressed rised up. Who'd have thought?
Where?
Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse, the brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there?
Investigate.
The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only our leaders may open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. We cannot assess the slaughter. So we got ourselves a locked room mystery here. We actually have to figure out how to unlock the doors. There's 4 of them, like they say. We have to figure out how to get past each one in order to get to the crime scene itself. But this is a locked room mystery.
How?
How did the killer get in?
Truth waits for you in the shadows.
truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first Holy Seal. 2 of the finest God Justice Marshals, stationed as guards, as sentinels, but butchered by the monster. Demonic sigils cover the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside of him. Those same sigils are dabbed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council
I have
building.
a bad feeling about this.
No one's been to the crime scene. How do you know the council are dead? Their work is done, and a new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red slick knife and a belly full of the council's blood in his stomach. In the instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is dreadful murder.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to assume there are no eyewitnesses if it's a locked room murder. None that have come
Why?
forward. Why would someone decapitate the syndicate now? Is it an interloper, a god, a desire of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife in the penthouse? A power play? A sicko killing for kicks? The world's a twisted place. It wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia.
Who?
Who's running the show now? I installed architect Carmelina as the acting leader. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one. Do you remember KHS?
That's strange.
Our master craftsman. What about him? He is missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. This is doubly concerning as he designed the second Holy Seal that protects the council.
I don't like this.
I'll find out what happened to
Lady
him.
Love dies.
Lady Love dies. It's been a while since we needed you. The Syndicate is in danger, and you're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. The island will not give up its secrets
Is
easily.
paradise worth saving?
What is the truth? What are the facts? Are they the same? Evidence, testimony. They're yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did
Crime
this.
cannot hide.
Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the council. I have just updated Starlight with a blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and the crime scene. I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She has just unlocked her suspect module.
Investigate.
Interrogate. Find the gold evidence in the slit of this island. When you are ready, bring them to me and we'll begin the trials. The trial will determine the guilty, assemble your facts, and present the truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial and we will reveal the guilty together and attain clarity. We can start the trials whenever you're ready. Then they will be the climax of your investigation, but you determine when that climax
Truth
will be.
waits for you.
Are you ready to investigate? This is why this island will try to hide the truth from you.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
A duel across the sun-drenched streets begin between the investigator and the truth. Paradise Island is yours. Crime details received. At 2352, Henry Division escaped from his desolation cell. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 was guarding him. Midnight, the council were murdered. 12:03 a.m., Henry's found outside the council building by Akiko. 12:03, Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found as the first seal guards were murdered. 12:05 a.m., Akiko confirms to witness that the Holy Seals are closed and she cannot secure the penthouse. 12:06 a.m., Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the Paradise Gates. 12:32 a.m., Syndicate meeting is held in the courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. 3:16 a.m., Judge decrees that they are bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. 3:31 a.m., Judge activates Starlight and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details end.
Key item obtained.
And there's Henry Division's blood sample. We're ready to go. Everyone following so far? How you doing, Mint Mint? Haven't talked to you in a while. There's the Marshall prison over there with Akiko. This is the Marshall barracks there. Let's see here. The apartments for the Syndicate members are over there. Beach is that way. Crime scene's over there. That's the council headquarters. And that's the architects there. The doctor's yacht is down there. He tends to the council members. Presumably did the autopsies as well. Alright, here's Shinji again. A moment of your time. Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? What now? Yeah, I understand you got a lot on your plate. Mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I feel for you, I really do.
Don't test me.
Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals? That currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving.
That's illegal.
Sounds like you stole a lot of people's money. Not people, rich people. Screw them, soulless bitches. Anyway, you'll need some currency to make it through this. Grease the wheels and all that. Point is, I've scattered the blood crystals all around the island for you to find. Little game, bit of fun. Fun little game. You need currency, right? Bribe a secret out of someone here? Bottle of whiskey there, you know.
Don't test me.
You and I have different definitions of fun. Potatoes, tomatoes.
That's not right.
That's not right. Catch you later.
Blood crystal obtained.
So we use the blood crystals as currency.
Game saved.
I'm going to save my crystals for now. You can unlock the save points as fast travel points by using the crystals, but we want to save them up to buy upgrades for now. Let's see here.
Relic obtained.
Memento, the 20th island sequence. The mountain collapsed. How was it supposed to be perfect? Let's see here. I think that goes up to KHX's workshop. We don't want to go there quite yet. So I'm headed the wrong direction. That's Montserrat right there. So he's been murdered. Let's see here. I don't think I want to unlock the drinks stations yet.
Blood crystal obtained.
But that will eventually get us... Oh, this gets us music. Oh, there's a tape in here.
Music obtained.
Alright, so let's see here.
Blood crystal obtained.
I'm trying to think of where we should go first. Enchanted Blue, a scholar of different galactic races and connoisseur of food and wine. She remains imprisoned in the real world in the hidden pyramids within the caverns of the Sahara. So they have all these different statues here of the different gods that they've contacted. Looks like I can insert something into the slots on this mural. So I need red bracelets to put in here. It'll eventually cough up a whole bunch of crystals. Like that one.
Item obtained.
Lost Pain. He escaped to the moon's dark side during the Great Betrayal. He's trying to drain the moon's power to complete his resurrection. We need to deal with him before that happens. A lot of this stuff is fluff that's not important. Let's see here. Let's try checking out the council chambers first. I think this is the way to the
Blood crystal obtained.
location of the murder. Third island sequence. It was a time for sorrow. Ezekiel devolved into mad paranoia, fearing for our future and the demons. He murdered so many of us. The noble Monserrat stepped forward to end his madness and lead us to light. Basically, the guy who developed the island technology went crazy because the previous two had failed, assumed everybody was possessed, and started just killing people left and right.
Relic obtained.
Gems that are offered to the gods via ingestion. So the side of the council building, they have all these, again, they have all these statues for purposes of worship. And again, human sacrifice was part of it, apparently. We learned that the Syndicate are really the bad guys. And you're working for them. You ever think about how messed up this is? All the time. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't even presented the theme of the conversation.
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought it was a general existential question. Exile really did a number on you, huh? You guys are the bad guys. What do you mean? The Syndicate worships dying gods that want to rule the world and drown it in a sea of war and blood.
Sorry.
I don't see how that makes us the bad guys. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. We're all heroes in our own minds, right? Catch you later.
Ha.
Love all the creepy statues. This depicts the defeat of Lost Pain. This is before he managed to flee to the dark side of the moon. A popular song on the islands is Railgun Love. The lyrics are about using a railgun to destroy the moon and kill Lost Pain before he kills us. The bass in it's really good. This was painted by Lydia Daybreak.
The investigator, I presume.
So this is a ghost that's talking to us here.
That's strange.
Where did you come from? Where does anyone come from?
That man you
Who are
named? One last key. That's strange. Laughable.
My old self was left behind, taken from me. I assumed a new form and new name. I wonder if you'll discover my old self. When you look around this island, what do you see? Unknowable secrets, always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them.
This island is a thousand little tragedies waiting to be discovered.
I know where one is. When things die, where do they go? Do you think I am dead? If I am, where would I be?
Got it.
You want me to find your resting place, the Syndicate Graveyard. This little game of yours better lead to something. I hope so too, Investigator. I think Lady Love Dies kind of values her, let's say, impartiality. So yeah, she doesn't see herself as the bad guy.
Those crystals obtained. Relic
Exclusive
obtained.
Silent Goat carving obtained. Silent Goat, the first to speak to us. The Holy Catalyst. No, don't want to miss that.
Those crystals obtained.
This game does have day to night transitions, but they don't change much in terms of the environments. It's just something to set the mood. You have to... Sometimes you want to turn your flashlight on or off. Alright, so here's where the guards were supposedly murdered. This is the murder weapon Henry was found with. Looks like a combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. Starlight can run the blood.
Analyzing.
The investigator is here.
All the blood on here is from council members. There are 2 other blood samples here. Presumably from the dead marshals up ahead. So this keeps track of all your evidence. And who you have the most evidence on. Here's our suspects. So any evidence you have on each of them is sorted by suspect and by case. The notes here tell you what missions you have, what mysteries you're trying to uncover. This gives a little fluff here. Tells us about the council members. Montserrat, Syndicate's glorious leader, he formed the Syndicate with his mentor Ezekiel. Montserrat became the leader of the Syndicate when he killed the mad leader Ezekiel and saved the Syndicate from darkness, a victim of last night's council massacre. Gabriella Devotion, murdered. Hailing from North Africa, High Priestess Gabriella Devotion is seen as a mediator between the Syndicate and the gods. Only certified priests were allowed to communicate with the gods, since communing with astral deities opens passages in space which demons may pass through. Murdered last night along with the rest of the council. Pandora 2, murdered. Pandora 2 established the Dead Nebula Company early in the Syndicate and became the only goods manufacturer on the islands. In conjunction with Masahiro Heavy Industries, she established the Deep Factory in the sprawling caverns under the islands. Victim of last night's massacre. Kafka Memory, murdered. Kafka Memory was the founding member of the Syndicate and conceived the plan to mass abduct citizens from the real world and bring them to the island, forcing them to worship the gods. A cold-hearted man that grew increasingly introverted over the millennia. Lunatic Pope, murdered. Second in command to Gabriella, and handles most of the day-to-day running of the religious aspects of the Syndicate. Born on the 5th island and advanced into the council through selfless devotion and a brain for interpreting bureaucratic aspects of the gods' dogma. Fine Stranger. A mystery to almost all the Syndicate and Council, it's unknown where he actually came from. Responsible for reading tomes during the council meetings. Leon Disaster. Early in the Syndicate, the need for a currency arose. Disaster found a way to harden blood into crystals. It was decided that only his blood would be used so as to not flood the market. Makin Origin, murdered. Makin took over Masahiro Heavy Industries when Masahiro himself was murdered by the mad leader Ezekiel. Since then, Makin has used her flair for industrial design to grow MHI and adapt to the changing needs of the Syndicate. She's responsible for the maintenance of the Syndicate's power source, the reality folding drive. A victim of last night's council massacre. Aiz Kiwame, died of suicide. Born in a remote area of India and came to the Syndicate during the Great Betrayal. After saving Dr. Doomjazz from torture, the two chased after the newly formed Syndicate as they made their way through Mesopotamia. Aiz Kiwame took his own life several years ago. It is unknown why. Let's see here. So here's each of our Syndicate members, most of them being suspects. Grand Marshal Akiko 14, born in Mihai de Romania in AD 991 under the sign of New Knight, the Grand Marshal of the Syndicate's God Justice Marshals. Carmelina Silence, born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th island sequence under the sign of Blood Dancer, architect of the current island sequences. Crimson Acid, born in the hospital of Our Martyred Goat, England in AD 1002 under the sign of Endless Moon, the Syndicate's idol turned secrets broker. Dr. Doomjazz, born in Cannon Fortress, Scotland in AD 988 under the sign of Cosmic Deceit, the Syndicate's doctor. Lydia Daybreak, born in Buana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001 under the sign of Beautiful Spectre, the Syndicate's ferrywoman responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. Sam Daybreak, born in the Shadow of the Dragon in Turkey in AD 999 under the sign of Shadow Zero, barmaster at bar Knife Through the Heart. The Witness to the End, born in Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of Destroyed Eden, overseer at the end of the islands. Yuri Knight, born in Marble Chambers on Island Sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose, secretary to architect Carmelina and the ferrywoman's handler. all these other syndicate members are not suspects because they moved on to the island before the next island before the murders were completed. So you have Isaiah Bullitt. He was responsible for basically conditioning citizens once they were abducted. So he used to be married to Lady Love Dies. They got divorced while she was exiled. Nicolina Rose worked under Pandora 2. She basically was their head of propaganda, we'll find. Jaheim Fortune maintained the syndicate graveyard on top of the mountain. So he did their funeral rites. Knew their secrets that are buried there. But he's moved on, so we can't interrogate him. Madame Complex, responsible for maintaining the gardens around the island, also performs the duty of the opening of a door at the end of the year. Balthazar Tears, lead engineer for Masahiro Heavy Industries. Responsible for the God Bruiser nuclear weapon. Yeah, he never becomes important. We never find out what the God Bruiser is. Grace Bloodlines, murdered. Responsible for conducting and overseeing the exorcising of demons that possess island inhabitants. Murdered by Henry Division 10 years ago. So Henry, of course, is our current main suspect. He's being held in prison. He was the one found with a knife and the blood in his stomach. KHX is the craftsman who makes the locks that we have to get through, but he's missing. And you have the judge. So Henry Division was one of the citizens, so he was the son of one of the abductees. Born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown, possessed by a demon 10 years ago, currently incarcerated in Desolation Cell accessible from the South Beach. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this. This is where Henry was found after he escaped. If I find where he started from, I can compare the timeline to the distance. This is the murder weapon Henry was found with. Looks like a combat knife, clean blade covered in blood. Starlight covered in blood.
Got it.
All the blood here is from the council members. There are 2 other blood samples here, presumably from dead marshals. The first Holy Seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking marshal
Crime
guards.
is repulsive.
They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence.
Scene investigation.
Killed with a blade. There are ragged gashes along the throats of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts. The symbols are drawn in blood. They're demonic glyphs from a cosmic language not recognized. These are the martial guards that formed the first of the Holy Seals. High-ranking marshals that were supposed to shield the council from attack. They were in someone's way. Alright, let's run the blood.
What the hell?
Is this right? These aren't the marshals.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for the marshals assigned to guard duty.
What the hell?
Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? This blood matches the blood on the knife, so either this knife was used or it's been set up to look like it was.
I don't like this.
They both have their throats cut. Lacerations are ragged.
I need to investigate this.
This was done with a damaged blade.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
There are marks drawn in the blood.
Analyzing.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. Looks like they've been daubed with a finger.
Sure.
Maybe some kind of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Henry has demonic symbols burned into his skin as a result of his possession. This could indicate he was here. So let's see here. There's a secret hidden over here. We can look into Ais Kiwami's apartment here. This is Ais Kiwami's apartment. The bio in Starlight for him says that he took his own life. Unheard of for a council member. Was he hiding something?
Scene investigation.
There are records of 2 births. The names are redacted, but the births occurred a couple of years apart. The first one was 27 years ago. There are tampered birth records doing in the apartment of a council member that took his own life. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is a big stinking clue about something. There's 2 of them.
Got it.
Who tampered with them? Whose children were being hidden? Grotesque pyramid charms. 3 holy pyramid charms. The gods, the syndicate, and the citizens. Let's see here. I know there's an alternate exit here somewhere that we want to check. Because there's a separate means of getting in. There's a way of getting in behind the marshals, if you know where to look. You ever been to space, Love Dies? I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet. Well, strap in. Beyond that door is space.
The investigator is here.
Is that a metaphor or something? Nah, just hardcore space. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You know, the cosmos.
That's weird.
The second holy seal is behind that door. Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards the killer got through. You gotta find the solution to the puzzle of the plateau to get the rest of the building.
How?
How do you know about the second seal? Space has a stench. It's full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares. I can smell it. And the puzzle? I came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. I got a feel for these
What
things.
the hell?
So you could just solve the puzzle without any hints. Sure, why not? Imagine you put a rock in an empty drink can. You can turn the can and feel the rock move. You can shake it, you can feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get it out of the opening, right? It's like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle designed by someone who thinks they're more clever than they are, and the can is space. So I can just feel my way through it. No, you're not attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock or the can. Speaking of cans...
How?
How am I supposed to get through the puzzle then? Are you kidding me? You're the investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate. Do you think there's anyone else on the island that knows about the seal? Someone that knows about space? The prime suspect is that Henry guy, right? If he got through here, it's because the demon inside of him is feeling its way through.
How?
How likely is that? I don't know. How likely is anything? If you're asking me to place a bet on it, I'd say it's good odds that a demon who came through here on a psychic pathway could find their way through. Like you. Yeah, like me. But this key, it'd need to be one that has the strength. I'm too weak. Henry's demon's got a host, though. How could Henry survive on a rock in space? With great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together. Stopped his organs being sucked out his ears. Anything you demons can't sue. The demon's a ball of the angriest psychic energy I've ever seen. You get someone angry enough and they can do anything. Including keeping someone alive in space. Why not? Stop being sarcastic. What the hell do you know about demons anyway? I ran the Paradise Cycle unit. And where's that now? That's what I thought. By the way, I got a present for you. You're gonna need some help if you're going to space. Space help? Figured you want to breathe and keep your insides in your body.
Where?
Where did you get this? I was poking around here this morning. It's behind one of those planters. Looks like someone dumped it.
Sure.
Meaning someone has used it to go through the seal. Why are you asking me? Get your investigation freak on. I added some heart stickers to it. Makes it yours, don't you think? Which planter did you find it behind? Oh, the one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go into space! Have you been in there? Are you listening? My body's too frail. I'm too weak to leave the
The
island.
investigator is here.
Aren't you worried about what happened when the island ends? How I'll blink out of existence? If I spend any time worrying about that trivial shit like that, I have no time to think about
That's
us.
weird.
Us? Yeah, maybe after you save this dump, you and I can take a long walk on the beach
I
before.
don't like this.
Let's talk about this another time, Shinji. And by another time, I mean not in this lifetime. Yeah, whatever.
Key item obtained.
Here's where he found the space suit. Now, this is where Shinji said he found the space helmet. Pink petals.
Got it.
There aren't any flowers here, so where did they come from? Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Alright. So there's an emergency access here, so there is a way to sneak past the guards. You can check here, and there's a maintenance hatch for the council building.
That's weird.
Looks like it's been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open
Sure.
this. There's scrape marks going into the access hole as well.
I need to
There's
investigate
something
this.
manhandled through here.
Huh?
Now I have to get to the roof somehow. I'm trying to remember how to do that. I think I might need the double jump to get up there. Oh well.
Those crystals obtained.
Let's come back when I have more mobility. But we could. There's basically a roof access we can't get to yet from here. Yes, apparently we can survive a fall from a million miles in the air, but yeah, if we're separated from the island itself, we die. Her place of exile ran on the system on the islands, but yeah, need a space helmet here apparently. Alright, so here's the lock system. I need to figure out how to unlock this. So this is the second of the 4 seals. I've not seen these symbols before. There might be a clue on the island. This pattern is never the same twice. So you can't just hack your way through
I
it.
don't like this.
I've made a mistake. I need to figure out what those symbols are. There must be a clue on the island. Let me see here. Can't remember. Is there like a? Is there another clue here? Some kind of evidence of who else has been through here. I thought there was. But yes, we're in space. Space. I guess I need to open the door before I can. I think there's like a blood trail around here somewhere that we don't have information on. Alright. Yeah, I should probably get enough blood crystals for the double jump. This is probably my next task before I start interrogating people. I think I just need one more. This is sort of interesting. So there's a guard. The guards are for the council. Have a barracks here. A smaller one, not the larger one. But we need the best software to get in to investigate what happened in there. But the 2 guards that were supposed to be on duty were definitely replaced.
Key item obtained.
So the elite, the 2 elite guards were not present that night. Somebody else was murdered in their place.
Those crystals obtained.
So this is sort of cute. In order to get new mobility upgrades, we use foot baths.
I'm glad to be back.
And an oasis in this tropical heat. Oh, it's only 5 for now.
Sure. I'm glad to be back.
The water in paradise is good. My feet feel lighter. Must be the water mountain
That's
water.
strange.
Hey, I do feel a lot lighter in my feet. That is strange.
Nanny, the hell?
It feels like I could double jump. Hop right over these walls.
Unlocked.
The investigator is here.
So now I can double jump. Not much of a double jump, but it is a double jump.
Music obtained.
I think I might also need the glide, actually, to get all the way up to the tower roof. Let's see here. Another...
Relic
Second
obtained.
island sequence. Dreadful time. We learned of the demons and the stars and that they come for us. Alright, let's talk to Carmelina, I guess. Leader Montserrat, may the silent goat walk with you always. Last time I saw Montserrat was when I was exiled 3 million days ago. Flashback! The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the Syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned harmony. God used you to enact a plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. I cannot believe you of all people let this happen. It breaks my heart. You served us so well and for so long. Do you have anything to say? Those deceived by gods are victims, not criminals. Victims. I do not willingly embrace damned harmony. Gods deceive you by manipulating your psyche. They can only do that if they find a weakness. You should have no weaknesses. You are the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. You are supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You will be sent to the Idle Lands for the rest of your eternal life. The Paradise Psycho Unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Lovedice. We will never meet again. Alright, so this is what the marshals look like. Their faces are kept hidden.
Halt!
They are recruited from among the citizens.
What do you want, freak?
To see Carmelina. Is she expecting you?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I should hope so. She should know the investigator is on the island. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 already has the suspect in custody. The crime is solved.
Don't test me.
Let's not do this. Just take me to see Carmelina. Whatever, freak. She waits at the throne room.
Architect Carmelina silence.
Lady Love dies. The investigator is here.
Architect Carmelina.
Carmelina silence.
Her parents were skilled island architects that taught her how to weave psychic will into structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. Romeo Silence was seduced by the god Cosmic Deceit and committed treason against the Syndicate. As part of his punishment, no members of the Silence family would ever be allowed on the Council. Her mother was killed fighting to protect the Council during the demonic invasion on the 9th island sequence.
Investigation free.
Exile wasn't permanent for the investigation freak. Oh, her little computer.
Sure.
If the Syndicate needs me, I answer.
What?
This is the worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council has been taken from us. Losing Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss to all of us in the Syndicate. We'll struggle to overcome. It worked out okay for you. You got the throne.
This is nonsense.
A temporary measure ordered by your new master. A new council will be assembled on the next island. Why did Judge choose you to assume the role of leader?
Craft is its own reward.
Temporary leader. Don't forget that.
We have achieved perfection.
The law still stands. I am a servant, not a leader. The sins of my father still bind me.
I don't like this.
That's what I don't get. Your father's punishment still stands. You shouldn't be on the throne.
We have achieved perfection.
You're out of the loop. The next island will be perfect, and I'm the architect. I will see us through to the new island and then step aside. Any guarantee of that?
Do your job.
Law is law. The leader cannot overturn it with the unanimous council backing. The marshals work for the council, not the leader. They will ensure the law is carried out.
Craft is its own reward.
I am an artist, a craftswoman. I have no desire to manage and administrate. These concrete halls are vessels for bureaucracy, not art.
What?
I hope you can close this incident quickly. The island wants to die. Perfect 25 is coming. The murderer is in custody.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Alleged murderer.
Do your job.
Do not ignore the evidence to find a truth that is not there. I'm here to hunt the truths that haunt this island, no matter which truth you may cling to.
Believe what you want. Can I help you with anything?
Crime cannot hide.
Can you think of anyone that would want to strike against the council?
How dare you?
Asking such a thing as the dreadful instigator. The crime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed.
This is nonsense.
All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't think of anyone that would commit a crime like this.
I don't like this.
What about yourself? Would you have any reason to commit murder?
How dare you?
Absolutely not. How dare you, investigator?
Don't test me.
Is there anyone that can think of a reason for you?
I beg your pardon?
I'm beginning to think Judge made a mistake bringing you back. Architect, what do you know about the crime last night? Only that we were told by Grand Marshal in the crisis meeting.
Believe what you want.
Henry broke free and murdered the council. Why would a citizen have enough motive and ability to kill the council, breaching all the holy seals?
What?
That's not for me to question. I'm surprised there's any question at all.
Oh.
So you believe he did it?
Do your job.
Of course, and so should you. You're a disgrace. Finish this quickly and maybe the next council will look favorably on you.
Where?
Where were you last night?
Craft is its own reward.
Visiting witness. His role is to oversee the end of the island. The last moments are best enjoyed with an old friend. Do you often visit witness? Not in recent times. Our paths have diverged.
That's strange.
Then why last night? For so long he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more endings to
We
watch.
have achieved perfection.
I wanted to say goodbye to old art.
The investigator is here.
What time did you arrive? About 9 p.m. The logs in his apartment should be enough to confirm that.
Sure.
Sure, I'll make sure I check them.
Investigate.
I'll save your question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for a crisis meeting sometime after midnight. Alright, good night, Adam. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? It's a mystery. I do hope nothing bad has happened to him. We always enjoy talking. And when did you last see him? A couple of weeks ago. My schedule became hectic as we closed down the island. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside the council building? Losing 5 marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. But what do you know about the second Holy Seal? It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? You're the architect and you don't know. Security, it's the only bit of the island I don't design.
Craft is its own reward.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. Can I ask you something,
Oh, I'm
architect?
glad to be back.
What's your dog's name? Platinum.
Oh.
When did you get him?
We have achieved perfection.
This island a few years ago, during an abduction operation, a stray followed the marshals back. I never had you down as a dog person. I thought you'd be more into cats.
Investigator.
I wanted a companion that doesn't talk. Cats are fine, but I see too much of myself in them. Can I pet him? If you must. Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Can you help me sniff out the murderer?
Can I help
Good night,
you with
Platypus.
anything?
Can I help you with anything else, investigator? I am busy. May the silent good walk with you, and may you reach the moon. What's up with the birds on this island?
Paradise feels wrong.
Well, the island's waiting to die. All reality is broken. And that makes the birds fly backwards. That's messed up. Can't say I'm a
What
fan.
the hell?
Fan of what? This whole pocket of reality you've got
Don't
going on.
Test me.
Thanks for your input. Always a pleasure. Alright, so here's the library for the architects.
Scene investigation.
Chronicle of the Silent Goat, a tome detailing the first god to speak to us, Silent Goat, known as the Holy Catalyst or the First. During the Great Betrayal, he was captured outside Mahoda, ending in India, and tortured in the Crystal Caves. He gifted the Syndicate his dying power, allowing us to start the island sequences. The Verses of the Crying Grudge, a handwritten book about Crying Grudge. The god was captured by the Persian army during the Great Betrayal. The near-dead god was paraded around the country and displayed above the palace in Shusatra 0. The tears of the god fertilized the ground and the city became a sea of lilies. The Syndicate rescued Crying Grudge and burned the city to the ground. The weakling god slumbers in the Holy Pyramid on each island, slowly regaining his strength. Library Vault Records. The terminal shows the records of who accessed the library vault. The vault includes rare or forbidden books, mostly from before the Great Betrayal, in our prehistory or from dreadful cultures on terrifying planets. The most dangerous books in here are grimoires on demonology. The harrowing tome, Dressed in Red, is a particularly dangerous and forbidden text. According to the records, a number of people accessed the vault over the course of the island, but the name that stands out is Yuri Knight. What was he doing in the vault? He accessed it several times, but mostly about 10 years ago. The Syndicate Library. All of history recorded, especially the parts struck from the history of the real world. Henry's possession a decade ago is worth looking into. It's not unusual for a citizen to try communing with the gods, but if someone wanted to scapegoat, there are books in here that would help. The restricted vault contains ancient texts, forbidden grimoires, and harrowing cosmic secrets. Some of those forbidden grimoires deal in demonology, performing rituals and summonings. All the good stuff for a curious mind looking to break the law. The library records show that Yuri accessed this restricted multiple times over the years. None of the dates Yuri accessed the restricted vault stand out, except for a cluster of visits a decade ago. Henry calls the demonic invasion a decade ago by performing an illegal ritual. Did you get that ritual from one of these tomes? Here. Does this one take me to the roof, or does it take me to the... Okay, maybe I can use this to get to the roof. Can I? Okay. No. No, because this is the roof to the architect's building. The blue goat brings fruit. Yeah, I need one of the blue bracelets to open that. Whoa! Hope no one's acrophobic.
Key item obtained.
Platforming can be a little tricky in 3D, huh? Especially in first person. Hard to judge where your feet are.
Key item obtained.
Alright, I think this takes us down to see Dr. Doom Jazz. Who's still watching? I don't know if I've got anybody still watching. We can use this jet ski to get over to the pyramid where they hold Dying Grudge. Crying Grudge. Okay, we don't have the right keys for it yet, but it's worth just coming out here to see it. I've never figured out how to get up to the top here. I mean, can I just... I don't think I can just run all the way up. Can I? Maybe I can. There's Shinji. Get in the robots, Shinji. Yeah, how come Doom Jazz gets a yacht? He likes his private time. How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht. How long have you had this dream? About 13 days. Sure. I think you'll need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht. If that's the case, I'm not interested. Again, love the Babylonian aesthetic there. Hey, G. Swanson. Let's see here. Before we interrogate him, let's check this out. The back door to Doom Jazz's clinic.
Is this a fact?
This should be covered by
Or
the
a
Syndicate HQ logs, but the door logs look broken. That means it won't log who enters and
I
exits.
don't like this.
I wonder if Doom Jazz uses this.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, we probably want to look at his clinic, too. How do I get to his clinic from here? Oh, I hope you feel better soon, G. Swanson. Ah, hidden crystals.
Obtained.
Still got, what, 6 of those to find? Alright, there's the back door to his clinic. The gods formed an elite guard retinue with these creatures from Mars. They're fiercely loyal and revered as much as the gods themselves. Alright, here's his clinic.
Scene investigation.
Vampiric murder report. Confidential report about victims of vampiric attacks. Let's see here. I thought there was another thing I could scan here. Maybe I don't have the right equipment yet. This is a classified report about vampiric murders on the island.
Sure.
5 victims killed by what appeared to be a vampire.
Don't test me.
Last victim was found on the beach and was the only one to have any trace of the perpetrator's saliva
The
on them.
truth is revealed.
The perp was ID'd and arrested by the marshals. A citizen.
Sure.
The cause of the vampirism was unknown. Okay, we're gonna have a peek in his yacht first.
Scene investigation.
Medical textbook. This looks long, detailed, and boring. Wine. Doom Jazz always gets the best bottles. If you do spend the night with him, you at least get a nice glass of wine out of it. Several, really. A photo of Grand Marshal Kiko 14. Power tools. Looks like Doom Jazz does his own maintenance on his arms despite them being made by Masahiro Heavy Industries.
That's weird.
Does Doomjazz hold a candle for Akiko?
The investigator is here.
I always thought he was a love him and leave him type.
Those crystals obtained. Dr. Doomjazz.
Lady Love dies.
As gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago.
Dr. Doomjazz.
Dr. Doomjazz, the Syndicate's head doctor. Born in Cannon Fortress, Scotland in AD 988 under the sign of Cosmic Deceit. Growing up during a military campaign, Doomjazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. He snuck into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School and studied in the library after hours. He became their top student and battlefield medic. He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Aiz Kiwami. The two fled to join the Syndicate.
Fabulous.
And Starlight, a perfect pair.
I don't like this.
Cut the act, I've only just got back to Paradise.
Ha!
You know I've always had a soft spot for you.
Is this a fact?
It
or a
won't work,
truth?
I'm here on business. Oh, that's a shame. If you want to stop by for some personal business, I have a bottle of Dead Nebula's finest age reserve that I've been waiting to share with a special someone.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Stop. We're not doing this again.
You've got this wrong.
I'm sorry, Investigator. I just can't help myself around
I
you.
have a bad feeling about this.
You're in high spirits considering our leader and council have been murdered.
Investigator.
Well, we all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken, I'm well aware this is a catastrophe. I'm just not one for outwardly displaying misery.
Got it.
What's your take on the Syndicate on this island? I keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics is drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion. That tells me all I need to know about the state of this place. Anything else I can help you with? Do you think Henry did this, Doc?
Indeed.
You read my report?
Got it.
Not yet. Go and see Akiko and the prisoner. I left my report with her for you.
Oh,
That didn't answer my
I'm
question.
worried.
All I can tell you is I don't speculate on suspicions and hunches. I'm looking for facts. Can you make an exception for me?
What?
You only speak to me when you want something. Love dies. That hurts.
sorry.
I promise to stop by more often. Well, alright then.
Hypothetically?
We don't know what the seals are, right? It's awfully convenient that Henry managed to get through all of them, isn't it? Did not think he did it. Didn't say that. Just mean there's some missing facts. And where you have missing facts, you have doubt.
Lady Love dies.
What do you think about it?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
It's a nice story. People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
We kidnap citizens and force them to pray to genocidal gods. Of course the Syndicate would believe one of the vile working class would do
I
it.
have a bad feeling about this.
There's something else at work here.
Ha!
At least you have a working theory.
Who?
Can you think of anyone who has motive?
Ha!
That's a biggie. Such a terrible crime.
That's not nice.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone's as innocent as guilty as each other. What's with the photo of Akiko in your boat? None of your business, investigator.
The island
But-
is about to end.
I said it's none of your business. Leave it. What's your motive, Doc?
I'm a professional.
I haven't got a motive, Doc Love dies.
Got it.
Everyone has a motive, they just haven't thought hard enough.
See.
Don't most investigators quote philosophers at this point of the conversation?
Don't test me.
Quoting is a crutch for the weak. Learn to have your own thoughts.
I'm worried.
What if your thoughts aren't as good as a philosopher's? Good doesn't matter. What matters is that they're yours.
I've got all the time in the world.
I miss these chats, Love dies.
Where?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
What?
I was in my clinic until I called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building, blood everywhere. I checked him all over. Akiko has my report for you. Go and see if you haven't already. Syndicate building's logs should confirm my alibi. I'll check them. I found a door.
What?
A door? Back door to your clinic.
Got it.
The connection to the Nightmare consoles that logs who enters and exits Syndicate HQ has been broken.
Ha!
Is it really? I had no idea.
Sure.
Sure you didn't. Is there a database of DNA or blood samples for everyone on planet?
How?
Hey, you want to run some blood? Wish I could help. Just after the crisis meeting last night, parts of the central service started corrupting.
Don't test me.
That's convenient.
What?
Isn't it? Became aware of it because the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the early hours.
Hypothetically?
Got the report that the backup failed. Took a look at it. Part of the medical archive had corrupted.
Sure.
What about the backup to the central server on the moon?
This is bad.
That went down as well. Corruption spread, not all the moon database. I can still access most of the files on there. Where's the server on the island? In the caverns under the island. Masakura Heavy Industries maintains it. The only entrance to the caverns is via the Deep Factory, and that's under lockdown. Why? The Deep Factory shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can unlock it. Council member Markin Origin ran out of Masakura, but the dead body's up in the council headhouse. Same with Pandora too. She read the Dead Nebula, the Deep Factory. Nicolina Rose is second in command of Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Lydia took them early on. And Balthazar Tears was Markin's assistant in Masakura, but he's on the next island as well.
I don't like this.
I'll go to the 25th island and bring Nicolina and Balthazar back if they can open up the Deep Factory so I can find out what the hell is going on with that server.
Indeed.
And not so fast, Love Dies. No one leaves this island. Judge's orders. Besides, you need Lydia to take you to the next island. She's one of your list of suspects, right?
I have a bad feeling about this.
So what do I do about the server?
How?
2 options. Chalk it up to bad luck and coincidence, or let it fuel a dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy. I'll go for the second
Fabulous.
one. Keep on trucking, Love Dies. Did you examine the dead guards of the First Holy Seal? No, Kiko wouldn't let me.
I'm a professional.
She said that's military jurisdiction. She wouldn't want the corpses of her soldiers disrespected with a post-mortem.
That's strange.
Even though there could be evidence.
Hypothetically?
In her mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars and he clearly did it.
Got it.
Do you believe that?
Investigate.
I'm not much into beliefs, Loves Dies. I'm waiting to see you find the truth. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? No, I heard he was missing, keeps to himself, so I don't see him a lot. You've been up to this place in the cliffs. Did you see the architect last
Want
night?
to play doctors and nurses?
Oh, she said the crisis meeting that she was at the witness's apartment. Witness could probably tell you more. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Oh, no, thing, Love Dice. Council business. What do you know about Henry's... what do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? I don't know what to tell you, Love Dice. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago.
I see.
Hey, you think there's something suspicious? Try the crime scene. His apartment's in the dead zone.
I've got all the
Got a
time in
sector.
the world.
I got a long time in the world for you, you know that.
I've missed you, Love Dies.
It's been a long time since we spent time together. You're still a wine and whiskey woman.
Don't test me.
Not a lot of either in the Idle Lands. Hey, want a glass with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder. I've got a bottle of Freedom Letter open. I'm working. The offer's there if you change your mind. You're carrying the weight of the syndicate on your shoulders. Don't let it get to be too much.
Lady Love Dies.
How's it feel to be investigating again?
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Ha!
The investigator is here.
How has the doctor been since I last saw him?
My favourite investigator.
Keeping entertained, you know. It's a small island, but there's always a way to have
Sure.
fun. I'm sure there is.
Ha!
Only one way to find out.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Relentless. You don't give up, do you?
Ha!
Can you blame me? It was an unforgettable night, Love Dice.
Strange.
Maybe you got some time right now. Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows. And paradise can't wait, huh? Feel free to swing by any time, Love Dice. I'll keep that in mind.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
I'm enraptured by you, Love Dice. Besotted, enthralled.
Don't test me.
Where's this going? I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown, you desire to know
You've
about
got
people.
this wrong.
Maybe there's something I can help you with. You said you might be able to help.
I had nothing to do with this.
Love Dies, you charmed me despite the tragedy last night. The island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you and I can't get out of my head. It'll break some excellence. I've treated witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining of being able to hear screaming on occasion.
Theoretically,
We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. Is that a fancy name for headaches? Well, something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream and a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear him, but he's become attuned to him.
theoretically.
How? That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the gods' angers. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taking it as one of those mini signs of the end times. What treatment does he take? No, high-strength migraine relief. It's the only thing that's worked. What about doing the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of an island? Surely that would be overwhelming. That's different. The priest conducting the ritual channeled the psychic energy released by the slaughter and energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the islands.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Does anyone else suffer from them?
Hypothetically?
Yeah, we had a case on Island 15. The syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them. But no one else on the island. Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Will this include the demonically possessed?
How?
Probably. Can't say for
The
sure.
investigator is here.
How would it affect them? Not managed to spike in the adrenaline. Anything else about Witness?
I had nothing to do with this.
I've been worried about his mental health.
The island is about to end.
It's becoming secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call from someone in the room and always steps out of his balcony. Other people have reported the same thing. Who? Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried he was slipping into paranoia.
What the hell?
Why are you suddenly telling me this? Yeah, it's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. And the heavens sent an angel to come and question me. Thank you, Doctor. You've been invaluable.
Wonderful.
Hey, remember to hurry on back if you need an examination or anything. May the cosmos be a mystery. And may you reach the moon. Alright, I'm gonna find a save point and quit for tonight. Might come back to this later if people are interested. What I'm hearing a lot of is you guys are saying you don't understand the plot, but would you want me to keep playing this?
Game saved. Game saved.
Well, let me know.